welcome to this very quick update because I have to sprint for another interview pretty much right after this, but there have been so many things happening, so much going on that I need to give you an update. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm not going to wait for anybody to be here. I have in front of me the soundtrack for Iron Lung. If you didn't know about it, if you weren't following on Instagram, you probably didn't know that the entire soundtrack is now out, has been out for a few days. I understand if you guys don't want to spoil anything for yourself, but honestly, it's just such fantastic music. If you want to live it in the moment when you see the movie, that's fine too, but it's all here. So I would like to play one of them. Just to give you guys just a sample of what you're going to get when you get into that movie. I just want to give you a little bit. So if you don't want to hear any music, plug your fingers in your ears, go la, 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 la. And if anyone joins in here, it's going to be a bit... actually, I'll play it in just a second because I can start with other things, and that way people can get in here, and then they have a chance to avoid it if they don't want to listen to the music just yet. But yes, the soundtrack by Andrew... Andrew Holsholt. He has made incredible music here. Just a whole bunch of tracks. 59 glorious, ear-melting tracks of music, the likes of which you have probably never heard, actually. It's really, really cool stuff. Really, really cool. The movie comes out. I mean, actually, I was just at the Chinese theater. Fans saw the movie for the first time in public just yesterday. They have graciously not given any spoilers out. At least I'm assuming most of them have. I made them swear that they wouldn't, and if they have, then they have broken their oath to me, and then they will be punished accordingly. But it was very fun. A lot of people saw it, and a lot of people got a chance to experience what we have in store for them in the lung. So... before I get into just playing this track for a bit, let me say a couple things. Blood Drive. I gave the update on the actual new tickets. We're actually over. Let me get to the Blood Drive. Let me talk about something else entirely. We're now at over 4,100 theaters across the world, which is just stunning to say. I don't even know where to begin with that. So if you haven't thought that it was going to be near you, it might just be now. We're still working on getting more, but it's a slow thing. But Blood Drive, I want to reiterate that the Blood Drive is happening. A lot of you have already given donations. That's great. Some people have created organizations to give in other blood donation services and blood banks using the Markiplier or Iron Lung team name. But there have been a few more locations that have added blood donation trucks. It's not many more than it was before, and thankfully we fixed the one that was in the ocean down below. So if you haven't checked the map in just a little bit, you can find a blood truck near you. But I want to reiterate, if you don't have a location near you, you can click here and you can find a blood bank near you that will be physically nearer to you than any of these where you can give blood. Or you can find any blood bank that is near you and give a donation of blood if you can. Remember to eat something beforehand. You want to get iron-rich foods in there. If you don't eat meat, then you'll have to find a bunch of other things that might have iron in them, because blood is a lot of iron. Hence, a lot of things there. So be sure to prepare yourself, especially if you've never given blood before. Find a friend that might want to go. And that was a cool thing about being at the theater yesterday with everyone there. Just the number of people that we're going with friends, and it was just really sweet. It was extremely nice. I haven't been able to meet and greet fans for a long time, and I didn't actually expect to get pictures and talk to people. It just kind of happened incidentally. I actually snuck into the theater in the last 15 minutes of the movie just to see people's reactions to it. Again, no spoilers, everybody. If you've seen it, you can say what you thought of it in very general terms, but please do not spoil anything. People might not be able to see this until the weekend, until maybe next week for some people. So please keep the spoilers to yourself. There's a lot of surprises waiting for you. All right, now I want to play this for you. This is one of the songs. So if you don't want to hear any of the soundtrack, but I want to give you a sample of what Andrew Holschulte has in store for you and the soundtrack of this. So that is just one, and you might recognize it because this is actually part of this I used in the trailer for Iron Lung, which is why I thought it would be good to share this one so you can see. There is an entire musical experience that is waiting for you in this movie that's going to be super fun, and just you may notice if you actually count up the amount of time in this soundtrack, it's more than what's in the movie. So there are tracks in here that are not in the movie just because we couldn't fit all the goodness in here. But I said to Andrew, like, put it all out there. Oh no, hold on. No, you don't get more. You don't get more. You gotta go listen to it if you want more. Yeah, you should hear. He's been sharing on Instagram some of the methods that he was using to make these tracks, and the kind of things that he was doing to create these sounds and these soundscapes. And almost all of the instruments in this album are, well, not all of them, but a lot of them are based on just literally metal sounds, like metal sound effects and stressing metal and putting like a Theragun on metal, and like all of it is based in one way or another on metal, and it's great. It's so good. Doom wasn't an inspiration. That's just Andrew. So Andrew actually scored which ones of the Doom DLCs he actually did. He did some of them. I can't remember which ones. You can find it on his. Man, every time I talk about Andrew, I feel like I'm being physically disparaging to him as a person every time I come up here and I'm just mispronounce his name. But he's such a cool guy. He's so fun to work with, and he's just like a font of creativity. So I would definitely recommend giving this all a try. It is just super fun. If you want to avoid it until you see the movie, that's perfectly justifiable. But just like there's just so much. I wanna put one more out here just because it's just to give you a sense of the range of what this is gonna give you and what he was able to cultivate out of just like metal sounds. This is such a good track right here. So good. It's so good. Man, when I talk about the behind the scenes after the movie comes out and I start to talk about spoilers, it'll probably be, I'm going to wait until it's completely out of theaters to talk about it. So I don't know how long that'll be. That's kind of up to, I actually don't know what it's up to. But that's 2 of 59 tracks in here. Please listen through if you want. You can always wait until later, but there's so much great stuff here waiting for you. Yes, he put everything into this. Put his entire whole shussy into this. He put everything that he was into this, and it's just it's good stuff. All right, but you can save the rest for later. There is plenty waiting for you here. Oh man, I want to play more. Some people worried about copyright. I think it'd be okay. I think it's gonna be all right. I think it might be okay for this one. Yeah, it's just it's so good. Yeah, he's never say that again. I don't even remember what I said. So yeah. Where is the what? Yeah, I am the copyright. Yeah, no, it's really good. Oh man, no, I can't. No, I can't play more. Oh, I couldn't do that. No, you got to find it for yourself. All right, fine. No. No, yes. So why do soundtracks not sound this cool all the time? Because they weren't made by Andrew. And I do want to say, and Amy reminded me, this is all Andrew's music. I don't own this music. It is for the movie, but I wanted to make sure at the end of the day, it is for Andrew and Andrew alone. I don't have any ownership of this. I wanted him to have all ownership of it because it's his music that he has made. So anything you do to listen to this, to support it, to buy it on Bandcamp, eventually if he releases like physical copies of it, it all goes to him. I don't get a penny of that, and I shouldn't get a penny of that because it's all his incredible work here. I think that he went above and beyond. So all these pieces of music are just so delightfully made for the movie, but they are him, and it's all beautifully done here. So that's just incredible. So please support Andrew. Everything here that you do to listen to this, every listen here, the tiny fractions of a penny he gets from this versus the buying of the album on Bandcamp. All the links are on the website. I believe they're on the website. Yes. Yeah. So you've got all the links right here on the website for the soundtrack. Please support Andrew. He has done such an incredible job. And that was just 3 tracks of the whole thing. There's so much more in there. It just keeps getting better. So it's pretty great. So that's that. Next, the popcorn bucket. The popcorn bucket is actually now not just a 3D print. It is up for pre-order if you want to get it from Regal, painted, pre-made. If you don't have access to a 3D printer, you can get this. I do not think this date is correct. I just want to say that out there. I don't think that is actually going to be until September to get that. That seems incredibly off the mark. So I'm thinking that is not correct, and that will be updated in the future. But if you want to get it, you can pre-order it here on the Regal store. But I do want to say a lot of people have been making the popcorn bucket, and a lot of people have been doing an incredible job with making it. So if you can 3D print it and you have access to a 3D printer, please feel free. The print file is there, and honestly, there's going to be a little tweak to the print file because there was a sizing issue in the beginning, but also like optimization to make it print faster. There's some people in the community that have already made updates to this, and so all of these are made by the community so far. Even they can scale it down for a smaller printer. This is slightly scaled down, but still exists. And even if you don't use it for popcorn, which a lot of people are concerned, I totally get the concerns of, food safe 3D printing, but many people were, and again, I don't want to be disparaging in any way. I know it comes from a good place, but many people were shouting from the rooftops as if 3D printing filament is made from pure asbestos. It's not. It's not great, but I just want to put it out there that it's not. This isn't resin printing. This is FDM printing. Resin printing has harmful fumes, of course. And there are fumes that come off of FDM printing. I'm not saying it's harmless, but it's not radioactive. Some people were like, everybody stop! If you eat out of this bucket, you'll explode on the spot. And I'm just like, all right, I totally get it, but might be a little alarmist. Especially considering they're going to give you the popcorn in a bag. They're not going to hold forward your bucket. Here's your free small popcorn and shove it right in the bucket. You can put it in a bag. You can touch it. You can touch it with your hands and you'll probably be okay. As if all of us haven't been chewing on plastic sporks since we were a child. What's a few more microplastics in there? I do get I'm not downplaying the microplastic concern at all. That's not what I'm doing. I just find it funny, the crises that come out here. So thank you everybody so much for making these, for putting these out there. These are incredible. It's super. This is exactly what I wanted to see, people being able to make these and have them for themselves, not just as popcorn buckets, but as pieces of art by themselves and memorabilia of the movie. And it's just really cool. And it's a project for people. It's a project for people to be able to paint for themselves. It's just really nice. So thank you for that. So I think that's all the updates, except one more important thing. I'm going to be speaking with some of the co-stars of the movie, Caroline, who, if you don't know, on Instagram, let me get her actual page there. And then there's also been a lot of the crew have been posting videos, like wonderful videos talking about it. You can find them on Instagram. But let me get Caroline because she did a great job on the movie. Just such a delight to work with. Oh, come on. I can't even spell. All right, so Caroline Roses on Instagram. You'll know because there are pictures of her and me pinned at the top of her page when we were at the YouTuber streamer screening premiere. So if you follow her once you watch the movie, you'll know what an amazing job she did. But support her because I'll be talking with her at some point tomorrow. I'll probably record it. I'm not going to stream it. And then I'll be talking to Troy Baker, who is also in the movie, about his role in it and just talking to him in general because he's such a legend in the industry. And I was so grateful for him to join up with this and be able to help with it. So I'm going to talk to them. So if you got any questions for them, let me know about that. But that's pretty much it besides, talking about people, I guess. Yeah, no, I'm just really grateful. I took quite a few pictures with people yesterday at the Chinese theater. There are people that are going to see it today. I got a Q&A at a Regal today. And just, it's so delightful for people to experience this movie and be so surprised by what I have in store for them and what the entire crew have put so much work into it for them. So many people have lent their talents to this project, like not just Andrew here, but the whole entire team. Everyone from every department really, really, really put their everything into this. And I'm very grateful to all of them for putting it out there. I mean, that's kind of why I do any of this at all, not just for you guys to be able to see a good finished project, but to see the culmination of hard work. And I only hope that I can do their work justice by bringing you something that's worth seeing at the theaters. And I think genuinely there is something here that is definitely worth your time. I talked about that in a lot of interviews that I've had so far about how you guys give me so much. You guys have given me everything that I'm able to do this with, but more importantly, you give me your time. And I think that that's sometimes not acknowledged enough in this sphere for YouTube creators to be taking everyone's time for entertainment and that exchange that comes into it. And I always want to make sure that that's honored because time is like the most valuable thing that we have. And we are always trading it for one thing or another. And so to have you guys come out, take the time to drive out to the theater and sit for 2 hours in a movie, I want it to be worth it. I want you to see the passion in it. I want it to be true to who I am and what I stand for, and also everyone's skill in the whole crew. So I think you'll see that, and I think that a lot of people who have already seen that can echo that sentiment. I'm just so tickled. I'm notoriously cagey on details about movies coming out or about projects that I make that are coming out. And that's because I want you guys to have the full experience. I want you to have just enough to get you to be intrigued and then going in to it mostly blind. I was talking on Distractable about a lot of people that were worried, about, this is the first time filmmaker coming in there. There's a clip from the latest Distractable, me talking about it with Bob, and he's just very funny. And I totally get the sentiment, and I appreciate you worrying about that. But I think you can hear from the other people that have seen it thus far that you have very little to worry about. This is an experience, and this has got a lot of fun surprises. I've said in many interviews also, just like, I know it's not perfect. Like, nothing I've ever made is perfect. And I've learned 3 years of lessons to take forward into the next project, and I cannot wait to apply them. But this one is pretty good. It's pretty good. No one's expecting, no one's expecting it. No one has any idea. No one has any idea. No one has any idea. Yeah. So I can't wait for the next thing. I really hope you enjoy the movie. I got to go because I got to run. I have another interview right after this. But But yeah, so the music is not just on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's on Bandcamp, it's on YouTube Music, and I believe Amazon Music. So take your pick of your favorite place to listen to it. But if you go to Bandcamp, you can purchase the album. This is where Andrew can get the most if you want to own it and really send support. Remember, I don't own this. I don't have any ownership of this. I don't get any of this. It all goes to Andrew. I mean, it's split. Bandcamp gets some of it, and then Andrew gets the rest. But whatever that split is, it's all there, and it will support the artist who put everything into every song here. All you got here, all 59 tracks. If he ever does a physical release, I will also promote that, because it deserves to be promoted just as much, if not more, than the movie. I hope he wins awards for this soundtrack. I have a funny feeling he will. It is such an immense undertaking to do all this music for the movie and have every song be a banger. Just every song. Oh man, every track, and every track has a purpose that makes it in the movie, and just like too much to ever fit in there. But that's just it's very wonderful. Okay, and then the blood drive, of course. If you want to find a truck that's near you, please look at the schedule and make sure you show up there and a little early possibly. And you can find blood bank locations near you. Check out the eligibilities so you can get there. And please, 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 if you can donate, it would go a long way to saving lives. Just make sure you eat beforehand and then take the juice when they offer it. And also, yes, we are in over 4,100 theaters now. Australia, New Zealand, Guam, Canada, UK, Europe. There's been a ton more editions made of theaters. Please check them out. Some of these actually have been selling out already, which is crazy to think about. But please, just don't feel like you need to drive a long way for it. Even if it's like not in your area, I don't want you to feel like you have to travel super far. We've been trying our best to get it places. Some of these other countries have been difficult to figure out who the independent distributors are in their countries, because we oftentimes have to go with that. But we're doing our best. Very small team, but I think you could agree we've made an incredible amount of progress for being a small team. So, Bill and Sam Herding, who have been helping from Centurion Films, have done an incredible job there. And yes, we're working on getting a translation for South America, but I don't have an update on that. I am hoping that we can get something going, but don't have an update just yet. Anyway. All right, that's it. I have to run. Thank you all so much. Please spread the word about everything that I said. Please help spread the word about the soundtrack, the popcorn bucket. If you haven't started printing it or you don't have access to it, you have enough time to get it before the weekend. But also, even if it's not for this weekend, you can print it for yourself to just have as memorabilia. Okay. All right. Thank you. I have to go. Have a lovely day. I have more promotion, and then more people are going to see the movie tonight, and then tomorrow will be the big release day. It'll be super fun. All right, but no spoilers. All right, bye.